Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Kiana, and if you don't already know me, I'm 17 years old from Oahu, Hawaii, and I post teen relatable content. So if you want to see more, please subscribe and check out my other videos or check out my most recent video. Okay, so today's video is a highly kind of semi-requested video. I've gotten a lot of DMs to do it, and I'm answering your questions about high school. And this is based on almost 4 years of experience, senior now in high school. And yeah, let's get on to it. Question kind of whole thing on my YouTube, Instagram, and a lot of y'all ask questions, and I really appreciate it because it's like I can't film a video without getting all of your opinions on it or like questions. Does high school have a lot of drama? I'd say this just depends on who you hang out with and what kind of crowd you're in, because in my group personally I feel like we just fight over the littlest things and that becomes like a small kind of drama, but then we all like work it out and just like it's gone, like it's smushed like a cockroach, situations like that. So I guess it just depends on who you hang out, find your medium. Right now I have a really good friend group and we all like cheer each other on in like class wise and stuff like that. So I feel like just find a group that will make you more productive in life or just more like you. Is high school easy? I feel like in freshman year everyone says that that's the easiest year, yet that was the year I failed, kind of, not failed like F-wise, but a lot of A's and B's, more B's than A's. So that's what makes my cumulative GPA very low. But I feel like junior year is probably like one of the easiest years. I mean, that's the one I did the best in, but that just might be my opinion on high school because that's when I did better in school. Are the teachers mean? I feel like this is a good question. Also, if I'm talking really weird, it's because I recently got Invisalign. I feel like if you're a bad student and you like don't behave good in their class, then you think that teachers are mean. But for me, all my teachers are actually very nice. But also, if you mean like they won't round up your grade and like you're like, oh my god, they're so mean to me, like they won't do it. Like that's their requirements or their criteria. Like you can't change that, and you shouldn't base like how they grade to affect that they're a mean teacher or not. Like I have a lot of classes right now that won't round up my grade, and of course I'm irritated, but they're really nice teachers, so I'm not gonna hold that against them, be like, oh, they're so mean. But like of course if I see like a grade and I'm like, oh my god, I should have got like a better grade, oh my god, I dislike them, like I just say that, but they're all really nice and sweet. So yeah, I'm not in high school yet, but is it easy to be lost in a big school? I guess it really depends, because like for 10 example, if you're in New York and you go to like a public school, of course you're gonna get lost. But if compared to like if you go to a really small country or city and you go to a private school, then you're probably not gonna get lost. For me, in freshman year it was a little hard because I think I went to like one wrong class, but it was just because I didn't really know the campus that well, because you're only given like a schedule and there's not really like, I don't think they had like big signs. They had like look above the door to see if you're in the right class. Yeah, I got lost, but I don't think you'll get lost once you understand like the first 3 days of school. You know where your classes are. What to do if you like a guy that your best friend likes? I'd say this sounds so cheesy, but whoever liked them first should have dibs on it. I feel like you both should like figure out who really wants to be in a relationship also, because you both can be like, oh, I really want to be in a relationship, but for me personally, I don't want to be in a relationship just because I want to focus on school and I don't really want to think about anything else besides school. I want to get good grades so I can get to college, and maybe in college I'll have a boyfriend. But yeah, that's personally my opinion on it. I feel like if one of you guys aren't ready to have a boyfriend, then yeah, like back off and don't like him. But if you both want to be in a relationship and can handle it with school, then I'd say just see who he's more compatible with, because if he likes sports and like you don't like sports but your best friend likes sports, then he'd be your best friend. But vice versa, if you like sports and your friend doesn't like sports, or like find something that he's interested in and see if you're more interested than your best friend, or if your best friend's more interested in him than you. Do seniors actually hit on freshman girls? I feel like that's not true. I've heard of some relationships. I don't know if it's my school personally because I've just heard of it, but I feel like not really, but it's possible. But yeah, I don't think it's common though, because usually it's like boyfriend and girlfriends in each grade. Like 9th graders have boyfriend and girlfriends, and 10th graders and 11th graders and 12th graders. Maybe like a 12th and like an 11th or 12th and 10th. Something close to age though, I'm pretty sure. Are there bullies? It just depends on who you hang out with. As I said in my earlier questions, if you are that type of person that wants to cause drama and wants to call out people, yeah, you would definitely get bullies. And if you want to like snitch on people, probably you'll get bullies from them. But I'd say just stay out of mess that isn't about you. Know your battles, I guess. Are girls meaner in high school? I feel like it can very like differ, because I remember my middle school being the worst year for me. I personally got like kind of bullied, or like my friend group just wasn't the right one for me. Compared to high school, I really love my friend group, and I think that this is the best year ever for me. Middle school, girls were definitely meaner. Boy drama. I really don't have anything to talk about it on, but it's like, I guess like know who you're gonna be with, because like if you go with someone who's really popular, know that like if you break up, what will happen. Okay, your experience and advice on boys. As I said earlier, I don't really have that much advice on boys, just because I've never been in a relationship. But some of them might just lead you on but not really like you, I guess. So just know that if you like someone and they like you back, know that's real and not just something like on the side. Like just check that out before you start dating him, or like saying that you guys are official when he actually thinks you guys aren't official. Like know your limits, I guess. Do you get to pick your classes? Yes, I do. Usually in the beginning of my high school we had 7 classes, and you get to like decrease them slowly. So I think like last year I think I had 7. No, never mind. It depends how many credits you have, so you can cancel out classes. This year I had like a lot of credits, so I have only 5 classes, so I knocked off 2. Least and favorite thing about high school. My least thing is probably like that they are not planning anything about our senior year. Like we don't know about homecoming, we don't know about our senior prom, senior luau, anything about that. So that's the thing I hate the least about it. The best thing about high school is probably making friends. I feel like that's true friendships. Just having like a friend group can be anything. Like it could be everything. Best tips on workload. Know your time management. So if you have like an assignment and it's due at 12 but you started at 11, that's a no-no. You're not going to finish it by that time. Don't procrastinate. Work a day ahead. If it's due the next day, like work on that day that's assigned. Or if it's due a month later, just like work on some of it each week, because that's what I've been doing for like my book report project for English, and I finished it. But yeah, that's my advice on that. Just don't procrastinate. I've done it and it fails, and it just like my work isn't as good as it is when I actually do it a week before or a day before it. Write all your stuff down and then check it off or delete it from your phone when you're done. That really helps. How to not feel left out. I feel like this is like something very interesting. Like it's a very good topic. I feel like in a group you can feel left out so many ways, but if you have an even amount of people in the group, I feel like no one's going to be left out. But I'd say just like if you know that you're being left out in the combo, like just talk and be like, and just join them and see like what they're talking about. And it's gonna happen in high school. It's gonna happen one time in your life. I've been left out before, and like just how you deal with it is just you don't think about it. You just think about like what else you could do if they're hanging out on that day. You can be like, oh, I'm gonna go swimming with my pets and stuff like that. Oh my god, yeah, like I'm gonna do that. Like cheer yourself out. Don't be so glum about it and be like, oh my god, they didn't invite me, and cry over it. I personally don't really care about people not inviting me to stuff, so yeah. I mean, I have my dogs at home. That was literally right there. And yeah, I won't feel left out if no one takes my dog and I'm not there. Yes. And okay, how to deal with the stress of homework and not being overwhelmed. oh my god, I do not even know how to like deal with it. I feel like just having a planner and having everything figured out and like written down is like the best thing. Or like make study guides if you have tests and stuff, take notes in class and write things down in your notebook and then go over it maybe like a day before to get everything in your mind. How to have a good first impression. I'd feel like just be yourself, don't be someone who you're not, because they'll base that impression off of you. I remember in freshman year, I'm not even gonna lie, I thought that like brandy was a thing in freshman year, so I wore like full outfit of brandy. I had brandy flowy flower shorts and I think a pink brandy top, and everyone thought I was like a B word because of the way I dressed and because I had iPhone 6 Plus, so like everyone's like, oh my god, and like based me off of, like how I looked. Then didn't understand who I really was until they talked to me and were like, oh my god, you're like so different than I thought. I hope that this somehow helped you or interests you into wanting to go to high school, because I know like a lot of people, maybe other people might be more interesting than I am. I just personally don't have like a lot that went down in high school. I have a lot that went down in middle school. I would talk about it, but it's like, I'm in high school already, I should just drop it. So yeah, if you want to hear more videos from me about this, please comment down below, and please like this video, please subscribe, and please tune in for my next video because I feel like it will be exciting.